What types of enforcements are you seeing within the industry?
So in terms of legal proofing the business, we're always mindful of this state of enforcement within the industry, particularly our industry, the IT industry. Obviously, privacy is a huge issue now. If you look on the website of the Office of the Australian Information Commissioner, you'll see that they regularly publish a lot of data about their enforcement activities. So for example, now with mandatory breach notification, they're taking a lot more time to investigate breaches, also to issue enforceable undertakings against companies that have breached the data laws. The website's actually quite interesting too, and it gives you a insight really into what are the top 5 industries that are experiencing significant data breaches, and also what types of data is being breached, and also how those breaches are occurring. For example, the breaches might be caused by cyber attacks, which is becoming more and more common these days. Breaches could be caused by human error, for example, and also breaches can be caused by system error. And so we pay quite a lot of attention to the findings of the Privacy Office or Privacy Commissioner. Being a IT security company, we need to make sure that we're doing the right thing in terms of compliance, as well as making sure that we don't violate any of our clients' data.
What are you keeping your eye on, and what topics are of interest to you?
So I guess the key one for us again is really privacy. So there are global developments around the world on privacy almost every single day. We keep a close monitor on that in Asia. So we've got ways of monitoring privacy developments in all of our 10 APAC countries. And we've recently seen some developments in New Zealand, for example. We're fortunate to actually have a global compliance and privacy office out of our US company. They also have ways of monitoring developments in privacy around the world. And there's a continual exchange of information between us locally within Asia and them out of the US. And together, we do our best to keep on top of privacy developments. This can be a bit of a challenge sometimes because we need to comply with laws that are effectively global, for example, GDPR, as well as the local laws about privacy in individual countries. Another thing that we keep a close eye on is changes to the procurement contracts used by government. So a lot of our client base across Australia especially is comprised of both federal and state government. They typically have a standard set of procurement contract templates that they use. Every time there's a change to those contract templates, it does have an impact on our business. For example, it will cause us to reevaluate our risk positions. It will cause us to reevaluate, perhaps the negotiation strategies we'll adopt. It also has an effect on our approval processes and also the way we handle risk.
How are you preparing for legislative changes in privacy?
So I think we're kind of approaching it from, 4 perspectives. First is we're very, very lucky to have a global privacy office. So they will keep us informed as to developments in privacy law. They will also provide us with resources for training our staff in privacy developments. Secondly, we have a network of local law firms in the countries we operate in. And as part of the service they provide us, they give us regular updates on future changes to privacy law, things we should be aware of, how to adjust and prepare to comply with those new developments. Thirdly, we are actually having a lot of our legal team trained in privacy as a specialisation. So for example, there is a privacy course called CIPA, which is the Certified Information Privacy Professionals of Australia or Asia. I myself have done that course. My lawyer in Australia has done the course. We're also having our paralegal do that course too. That kind of course gives you a qualification in privacy, as well as giving you access to the latest legal developments in certain countries, for example, Singapore, Hong Kong and India, which happen to be 3 countries where we have key operations.
And what about cybersecurity and data management in an evolving world of information flows and storage?
Yes, obviously, cybersecurity and data management are huge and evolving topics. We're trying to prepare for these in a number of ways. First of all, we provide regular training to all of our employees so that they're aware of issues around cybersecurity, best practice, and how to avoid breaching data laws. We're all now basically home-based, working in COVID-19 lockdown situations. That in turn has its own challenges because people are using home-based IT equipment. And so the approach the corporation takes there is they continue looking for ways to actually harden individuals' laptops and mobile devices, again, just to try and safeguard against cyber attacks or data loss.